A stranger walks through your front door. They smile. They say all the right things. They even crouch down and offer a friendly hand. And somewhere behind you, in complete silence, your cat has already made its decision. No hiss, no growl, just a quiet verdict delivered by an animal that has been reading human beings for 10,000 years, with equipment you simply don't have. Today, you'll learn the 10 silent signs your cat uses to decide whether a person is safe or dangerous. Number 1 is the sign almost nobody notices, because by the time a cat gives it, the judgment is already permanent. And stay after that, because I'll leave you a 10-second trick that can soften a cat's verdict tonight. If you love understanding cats, hit like and subscribe now. Number 10. Cats judge your walk before they ever look at your face. Long before a guest is close enough to touch, your cat has finished a full analysis. And it has nothing to do with looks, it's movement. A cat's peripheral vision spans roughly 200 degrees. And it's tuned to read the character of motion. Smooth, rhythmic, predictable movement reads as harmless, sharp, heavy. Stop-start movement reads as a predator committing to a strike. And it isn't only visual. Cats feel floor vibration through the pads of their paws and through receptors at the base of every whisker. The guest who stomps in fast and changes direction abruptly has been classified as a walking storm before they reach the hallway. But your cat's next instrument is stranger, because it never watches people as one piece. Number 9. Hands are judged separately from faces. Your cat doesn't evaluate a person as one unit. It reads the face for about a second, then drops its eyes to the hands and keeps them there. There's a brutal logic to this. Faces can smile. Hands are what grab, corner, lift, and hurt. So cats built a hierarchy of trust. Hands held low and still are neutral. Hands hovering above the head are a threat. And a hand extended palm down toward a cat's skull. The classic friendly greeting mimics the descending shadow of an aerial predator. Most people fail that test in the first 3 seconds and never learn why. Yet even a perfect hand can't hide what comes next, because your body is telling on you. Number 8. Your chemistry gives you away. You can control your face and your voice. You can't control what you're emitting. A cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times more acute than yours. But the real instrument is the vomeronasal organ in the roof of the mouth. When a cat freezes with its mouth slightly open, that's not a glitch. It's pulling chemical molecules into a dedicated second system, built for reading the state of living things. Stress changes sweat. Anger changes breath. So the guest with the sweet sing-song voice and the rigid shoulders isn't fooling anyone. The cat hears the body underneath the words. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A cat isn't judging your morality. It's judging your internal state. And internal states are almost impossible to fake. But before you panic about every flicking tail, the next sign is one almost everyone reads backwards. Number 7. Mixed signals don't mean rejection. Here's where most owners get lost. The cat settles near your guest. Then its tail starts twitching, and everyone assumes the verdict is hate. Not always. A twitching tail is not automatically negative. If the cat keeps choosing to stay, keeps coming back, that tail is a live meter showing rising stimulation, not disgust. What matters is the trend. Tail loose and upright. The verdict is improving. Tail speeding up, thrashing, or pinned low. The meter is heading toward no. Your cat publishes its running score in real time. Most people just never learn to read the dial. And the next sign is stranger still, because your cat isn't only watching the guest. Number 6. Your cat is watching how they treat you and how you react to them. Cats track voice volume across a room. They register the moment a conversation turns tense. They notice who interrupts, Who raises their voice? Who makes you go quiet? Studies in comparative cognition show animals will avoid a human they've watched behave unhelpfully towards someone else. It's social eavesdropping, a reputation file built from third-party evidence, and that file includes you. When something ambiguous walks in, your cat glances at your face and borrows your judgment. If your shoulders rise and your smile lands half a second late, your cat sees it, sometimes before you've admitted it to yourself. So when your cat won't come out for one specific guest, ask yourself honestly, what does that person sound like when they talk to you? Number 5, the slow blink is a contract, and dangerous people never sign it. Closing your eyes in front of another animal means dropping your only defense. When a cat slow blinks, it's saying, I am willing to be undefended near you. Research shows cats return slow blinks and approach strangers who offer them. Calm people blink softly without thinking. Tense people stare, hard and unblinking, trying to control the animal. In feline language, a stare without a blink isn't a greeting. It's a challenge. And if you've tried the slow blink and your cat just looked at you like you'd lost your mind, you're probably staring between blinks. Blink slowly, then look away. The look away is the signature on the contract. Quick pause. Has your cat ever refused to trust someone, and later you found out it was right? Tell me in the comments now. Number 4 is where verdicts turn harsh. Number 4, blocking the exit is the cardinal sin. Every time a cat enters a room, it maps escape routes, doorways, gaps under furniture, high shelves. When a person walks in, that map recalculates instantly. Does this human block a route out? Safe people drift along the edges of a space, sit down, and leave the room open. Dangerous people move through the center, corner the animal against a wall, crouch in the doorway, or follow the cat when it retreats. That last one converts a neutral stranger into a confirmed threat in about 2 seconds, and it's very hard to undo. The people cats love are almost always the people who let them leave. Number 3, cats are not fooled by people who try too hard. You've seen this pattern, the guest who adores cats, who kneels and calls and reaches and follows, gets rejected. The guest who barely acknowledges the cat ends up with it asleep in their lap 20 minutes later. It isn't irony. In feline social language, closing the distance is a status move, an assertion of control. Staying still is an offer of choice. A person performing enthusiasm is, to a cat, an unpredictable animal demanding a response. The cat isn't rewarding indifference. It's rewarding restraint, the person who doesn't take what they haven't been offered. And that's the closest thing to a moral judgment a cat ever makes. Number 2, stillness can mean the opposite of comfort. Almost everyone reads this backwards. We picture dislike as flat ears, a puffed tail, a hiss. But loud is not the dangerous signal. A cat that protests still believes it has options. Watch instead for the cat that has gone rigid, low, compressed, pupils blown wide, face pointed away while the ears stay locked on the person. That cat isn't calm. It has concluded that moving is riskier than freezing. The version that fools owners most is the cat that stays in the room, silent, not running. That's often not tolerance. It's an animal too overwhelmed to commit to an exit, waiting it out. Learn to read stillness, because it's the last stop before the final verdict. And number 1, when a cat truly decides someone is dangerous, it doesn't warn them, it erases them. A hiss is communication. A swat is communication. Both mean the cat still believes negotiation is possible. They'll cast that a boundary can be drawn and respected. But when the verdict turns final, the behavior changes completely. The cat stops reacting to that person at all. It doesn't hide dramatically. It simply stops being wherever they are. It leaves rooms a beat before they enter. It abandons its favorite spot while they're in the house. It watches from height, from doorways, never engaging, never protesting, never giving them a single piece of information to use. That's not fear, that's a decision. A cat that hisses is still in the conversation. A cat that has erased you has ended it. It's the one sign defined entirely by absence, which is exactly why almost nobody catches it until it's permanent. So here's the thought worth sitting with. Your cat isn't a mystic, and it isn't a lie detector. It can't read morality or intentions. What it measures, with terrifying precision, is tension, chemistry, movement, and how a person behaves when they think nothing is watching. It doesn't know who is good, it knows who is safe, and across a long enough life, those two overlap far more than we like to admit. Cat owners have said it for generations. The way a person makes a cat react tells you exactly who that person is when no one's looking. So the next time your cat quietly leaves the room, don't dismiss it. Something measurable just happened. Now, the little gift I promised. If someone your cat distrusts is willing to try, have them sit sideways on the floor, but hands low and still, eyes soft. Then one slow blink and look away. 10 seconds. Once a visit. It's how feral cats get won over. And it works in your living room too. Your cat reads other people every single day, but it reads you even more closely. So watch our next video on the 10 things your cat has already figured out about you. Some of them are flattering, some absolutely are not. And tonight, when your cat settles beside you, know that you've already passed the hardest test there is.